Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Live once again. Are we on? Are we on? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Can you guys, in fact, hear me? Can you hear me, my fellow simpletons and degenerates? I know it's a little early. I do know that it's 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 5 a.m. my time, but I am, in fact, here, my friends. I do know that I said that I was not going to go on today because I already started work actually, but I wanted it to come in the interest of keeping this thing going, right? And I have to find a way on how to get a hold of you guys when I am already awake and before work. So I did notice that there's a lot of green in the market, right? I did notice that there's a lot of opportunity out there. And I don't want you guys to get caught flat footed and think that everything is honky dory. Look, take advantage of the opportunity. The markets are green, beautiful. We like that. Some of our Savage 20 are taking a hit, but not necessarily a bad thing. And let me tell you why, especially QUBT. QUBT is growing. So they decided they're going to offer some shares, make some money. This is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to make money. You're supposed to grow as a company. And sometimes it takes raising some cash. They're taking advantage of the fact that, they are making a lot of money. And right now they're trying to grow a little more. Um, anyways, welcome, my fellow simpletons and degenerates, to this Friday, October the 6th. Um, we are once again here. The crew is here, and we're just trying to take advantage of what the market is giving us. Um, welcome to my channel. I am the Savage of Wall Street, and we're coming today pre-market. So um, I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you guys are. I hope you guys make a lot of money today. But most importantly, I hope you guys are having a good day, um, and that you had a restful weekend. Um, so let me just uh, let me just get myself over here on the Discord to let the guys know that I am going to be on actually pre-market, and we can reach a few more people, right? Let's see here. All right. Good morning, my fellow simpletons. Um, as I uh, as I sit here in this beautiful morning in California, uh, welcome to my channel. I see a lot of green. My portfolio is at an all-time high right now. Okay, and that's even taking into account the fact that SOFI is taking a little bit of a hit this morning. So that just tells you my SOFI is my biggest holding, but it's becoming smaller, right? You guys should be seeing the same thing. I've expanded my portfolio a lot more, right? SOFI used to make up, I think, 50% of my portfolio. Now we're down to like 25%. It is still my biggest holding. And although it's taking a big hit because it went from 31 to like 25, 26, um, I'm not seeing that hit as big as I used to. Not to say that it's not a hit nonetheless, but um, other holdings are actually keeping me at an all-time high right now, which is beautiful to see. That's what you want, right? So, um, okay, let's see what we got going here. It seems like the market is still shut down. I'm sorry, the government is still shut down, and we are an hour and a half before market opens, right? So we have to take into account what the market is telling us today, right? And the news of the day. Obviously, the government being shut down is it's going to weigh heavily on a lot. um, that's going on, worldwide, but not the stock market. Isn't that something funny, right? Um, we cannot account for the labor statistics, so I guess um, we're in one of those positions. You guys remember when we were kids and we'd see the three little monkeys, and one's going like this, another one like this, and another one like this. Well, we're we're in a monkey, what is it, a hear no evil, see no evil type of situation. So I guess if we don't see the numbers, they're not there. Um, so I think that's extremely fascinating, right? But be as it may, here we are. Um, it seems like this situation with all these democratic cities um, pretty much getting inundated with um, with army personnel is going to happen. And even though a judge ruled against it, right? The executive branch is telling us that these cities are burning and there's so much going on, and he needs to send the troops in. And it cannot be farther from the truth, because as someone that lives in San Francisco, I can honestly tell you, we actually have the Salesforce conference the next 2 weeks in San Francisco. And it's one of the most profitable companies in the United States. They're in this S&P 500. I think they go under, um, let's see, I think it's, let's see, Salesforce. CRM. That is the ticker. They trade on the NASDAQ for a CRM, and they are $240 a share. I think last year they were 130. Last year or 2 years ago, they were $130 a share. So as you can see, they're not hurting. This is one of the most profitable companies in the United States, and they're not going to have um, their annual meeting, right? They shut down streets. They have people from all over the world that use Salesforce. They're not going to go into a city that's having safety issues. It's just not going to happen, right? They're not going to put all of their staff in danger, because it would not be good for business. So I can guarantee you everything in San Francisco is actually better than it's been in years. We have a new mayor. He's cleaned the streets a lot. There's a lot more a lot more tourists from all over the world coming here. And believe it or not, Canadians are actually coming to San Francisco. I know that Canadians, they go all over, right? But this is one of the cities that Canadians have actually flooded the last few months. It's a beautiful city. It is an expensive city, but it's there's nothing crazy going on here. So don't let someone tell you, oh, this is what's going on in these cities, so we're going to send troops. It's just a power grab, right? They just want to see how far they can get it, and they're pushing the envelope. Um, but again, it's what I can see, and I can only talk about San Francisco. But if they're lying about San Francisco, I'm fairly certain they can lie about any other city, right? And it's one of those where, like, even if you're on the other side, right, and you're like, well, yeah, San Francisco used to be such a beautiful city, and it's overrun by thugs, and it's not. It's really not. I mean, just like any cosmopolitan area, it's going to have a couple of pockets where there's a lot of knuckleheads, right? It's no different than Houston. It's no different than Dallas. It's no different than like Oklahoma City. It's no the Mobile, Alabama. No different than Miami, or Fort Lauderdale, right? No different than Boston, and um, I guess no different than like Taipei, Taiwan, right? No different than like San Salvador in El Salvador. Even though it is the safest country in the world right now, El Salvador is, the city does have some knuckleheads. I mean, there is still alcoholism right? There's still people that abuse drugs. I mean, it's just, and when you have a vast amount of people in a small city, you're going to have knuckleheads. That's just the way it is. There's more noise in a city. But, I don't think that justifies sending the national troops, right? The National Guard in there. For what? It's just a power grab. And just like it's happening now, I can assure you one day the Democrats are going to be in power, and you don't want them to send the National Guard into, like, Mobile, Alabama, and like Biloxi, Mississippi, and you know, and Tennessee, right? It's just, I fear that this is kind of a situation where I don't think the other side has thought it through, and just like you were able to, and if you're a Republican, I mean, right? Just like you were able to take away a woman's right to choose, you know, be aware that your Second Amendment is now in danger because you were able to go and take away, you know, a women's right to choose by amending the Constitution. Well, the Second Amendment, by definition, can tell you it's been amended, right? The Constitution has been amended. That's the Second Amendment, and it can be amended again. And now, when the Democrats have control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency, don't be surprised if they can send the National Guard and troops to take away guns. I mean, it's fair game now, and I don't think the other side has thought it through. Anyways, it's just, I'm thinking way ahead, and like, I'm thinking a situation where it could go the other extreme route, right? So, and that's why it's a slippery slope. Um, Anyways, I don't mean to deviate. Let's talk markets. What do we got here? Let's see here. Who is here? I go by Deep is here. Jude K is in the house. Jude K, good morning. Mando number 5, not to be confused with Mambo number 5, is in the house. Ken's mom is in the house. Good morning, early morning. Beach Boy saying, hey, Charlie C2 saying, hey, I'm here. Savage, good morning. Good morning, Charlie. Hector's in the house. Charlie C2 again. Jude K saying, morning all. Ken Father's in the house. Andres de la Torre is in the house, saying good morning to all. Joanne is saying, great to see you this morning, Savage. Likewise, my friend. Stuart Irondale is in the house saying, yo, Savage, hope you're well. Thank you so much, guys. I feel good. I just woke up. I'm actually having my coffee right now. But I got some alerts on my uh, on my phone, and I'm seeing that SOXS is at a 52-week low. SOXS is semiconductor bear ETF, right? And it's 3x leveraged, which means that when semiconductors are at 52-week highs, which right now they are, well, this is going to go low to 52-week lows. So it's a $4.17. I've never seen it that low, but this is my cue to go and sell some cash secure puts today, perhaps on QUBT, and go to January, take in a lot of cash, and then probably use that cash to buy more SOXS. This is obviously not financial advice. I'm telling you what I'm going to do, my trade, and so it's just for entertainment purposes only, right? But SOXS is at a 52-week low. Let's see. SOFI is trying to recover, and it touched down the mid 25s on Friday, and in the pre-market it was down to 2056 very early on, overnight trading. C3.ai. Now remember, C3.ai hit 13 something at a point, $14, right? And I told you, guys, this is a gift. Do not be afraid to sell $15 cash secure puts, $17.50 cash secure puts out to January 2027, $20 cash secure puts out to 2027. I said it. I said, don't be afraid. This is a really good company, very well-run company. It's not supposed to be here, but it was. And I just went at market price, and I bought hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shares. It's now almost $20 a share. So it's up from $14 to $20. That's like 30, 35. It's up, right? Like 30%. Um, that's a big move. That is a big move. And yeah, 40%. I mean, it's beautiful. It's gonna keep going up. It's probably gonna consolidate in the 20s, right? So look at it and see that it'll probably go between the 18.50 to $20 channel for a few, um, and consolidate, and it's gonna run to 22.50, 23, and that's just what C3.ai does, guys. The opportunity has been there. Now, on a green day, on a red day, you guys can probably see if it trades at 19 again and 18 again, and go and sell some cash secure puts, and acquire that route. But it was $14 a share. It was $15 a share. It was $16 a share. And I was telling you guys, this is a gift. Don't be afraid to go in and scoop some shares. Take advantage of the fact that it's down here because it doesn't belong here, right? And now it's moving. And cheers to that. The CEO has a disease, so he stepped down. He picked a really good person to come in and take over, a person that has ties to Salesforce, because he started his own AI companies and he sold them to Mark Benioff. Like I said earlier on in the show, this is one of the most profitable companies in the United States. And I can definitely see C3.ai and CRM doing something together, and that's going to make us C3 fly. I'm telling you guys right now. So as of right now, 1984, we're not at 14 anymore. It's beautiful to see. Unity is showing some strength right now. It's up 1%. It's trying to come back alive. It's if you sold $37, $35 cash secure puts last week, out to like January or maybe like April, June, free money. Free money, because Unity, it's a $50 stock, right? But it's 38 right now. And it could come down to 32, 33. Oh, it's all good. If it does, you go through a cash secure put and you go out a few months and you get free money. And worst case scenario, my channel, when I say worst case scenario, it means that you're actually buying what you want happen, which is you want to acquire the shares via cash secure put, meaning that the stock is at $37. You sold some $35 cash secure puts, which means you want to be on the hook to buy the shares for $35. You don't want to pay $37. And you chose 2 months from now. In 2 months, the shares are $34.50 for whatever reason. And guess what? You get the shares. You get the shares. They get put into your portfolio. And then what? You literally got paid a premium to get the shares that cheap. That's what I mean by worst case scenario. Because quite frankly, I like to kick the can down the road, and I like to just get premium for me buying a company. I choose a strike. I go on very red days, and I like to go a couple of months ahead. I love getting back my collateral, which is my cash back. And then I'll go to another company that's being hit, and I'll do more cash secure puts. And I like to leverage my cash to earn a lot of premium. In the worst case scenario, I get a company that I want. And that's exactly why I say worst case scenario, you get the shares, because that's exactly what I do. And worst case scenario, you get shares of a company that you were trying to acquire anyways. So, Recursion Pharmaceuticals, RXRX. You guys remember when it was $4 a share, $4.50, and I was like, guys, it's not supposed to be here. I was pounding the table and saying $5 cash secure puts, my friends, out to January. Those were giving you 150, 125, right? Those are gone. Now Recursion RXRX is 564 a share. It's going to 750. $758. That's where it's going. How long will it get? Will it take to get there? I don't know. But it's 564 now. Those cash secure puts, that $5 cash secure puts, out of the money. Those are shrank, right? Shrinkage has happened. So, just saying, my friends. Rivian is at 1373. Beautiful cars. We were out and about this weekend with my family. We went to this one Brazilian steakhouse, and we decided to take a walk after lunch. We just ate. We ate too much, right? Because the Brazilian steakhouses, they'll keep coming to you, and then offering you food when you have this one little token. They have a green side and a red side. Green means go, and red side means stop coming to my table with all these goodies. Well, our 4-year-old, he liked the token and he kept throwing it on the green. So every time he would throw it on the green, we would have the servers come in with like all these different cuts of beef. Some of them were like picanha, some of them were like ribeye, and it's delicious. I mean, it's wood fire. It's just, the taste is insane. And they even had this gold crusted ribeye, which was insane because they're literally putting like gold foil right around the ribeye and they cut it. And my kids were like, "Oh, I want to eat gold," so that they start ordering this. Anyway, so we went there and we stuffed ourselves, right, and we wanted to go for a good a 1 hour walk, 2 hour walk. So we walked around and we just walked by the Rivian, um, the Rivian. I don't know what to call it, office. But it was like their sales office or something like that. And then, they have a couple of cars for display. And then we've gone there before, but then the kids wanted to go in, and we went in, and they went inside the cars, and they absolutely loved it. I mean, we actually saw the kids inside, and my wife was like, "I want one." So I was like, "Well, let's wait for the stock to get to like $100 a share. It'll get there." Rivian is a $75, $100 stock. It's going to take some time. So it's sitting at 1373 right now, guys. That's where it's at. Those cars are $90,000 a car. Some are 65, 70, but I like the SUV, and it's kind of like the bigger battery package. And 90, 90 $93,000 for the SUV, but beautiful car. And it's just it can go like 440 miles, 430 miles with one charge, right? And the big sale point for me is the fact that they can use Tesla infrastructure now. So the Tesla connector can go into the Rivian, and guess what? I'm going to be able to juice up my car. And it's a beautiful car, very well made car. They can't make them fast enough. There's a waiting list right now for those cars, and it's a beautiful car. They can't just build them fast enough. The shares are sitting at 1373 right now. They were $11 and $12 a couple of months ago. Now they're at 13. So as you see, the lowers are getting. I mean the lowers are getting high, right? That's what we want. It's consolidating it. It'll be 14 next. It'll be 15 next. It's going to 20. It's going to 20 a share. And then it's going to consolidate. And then some catalyst is going to happen. And then they're going to run away. But right now it's at 1370. Take advantage of it. Don't be afraid to grab some shares through cash secure puts. Like I say, it's SOXS, 52-week low. I'm going in. GameStop, our beautiful GameStop. Tomorrow's the day, right? Tomorrow's the 7th. So tomorrow's D-Day. Tomorrow, everybody should see, I guess, by the end of the day at least. I don't know if that'll be by the end of the day or by the the beginning of the day. You should have the the warrants on your account by then. But either way, tomorrow is the day. I guess by the end of the day, you have to have the warrants in your account. So I'm very curious to see what happens tomorrow. All right, what do we got here? What do we got here? Double D is in the house saying good morning. Joy V saying morning, Savage and the team. Bobby Atkinson is in the house saying, damn, you're up early. Hey, I swapped my $25 cash puts for GME 25s, but kept the $15 cash puts I wrote off the drop. Good for you. That's how you do, my friend. Manuel B is in the house saying, good morning. CKT is in the house. Early morning to all, already to at work for me. That's all good. I'm about to get ready for. I'm only going to be here for like 10 more minutes, guys, and then I'm out. Yeah, race up RX $6 cash push for end of year. Good job, Bobby. That's how you do it, man. Jude K saying Brazilian steakhouse, awesome. Yeah, I like the Brazilian steakhouses, man. They're pretty awesome, especially at Brazos do Brazil. Is very good, and Texas do Brazil are good. I mean, it's just we just love the whole thing. It's the fact that I guess my kids like it so much, right? And we get to spend time with the family, and then I just get to see them in an element where like they can just be themselves and be be kids, man, and then they love spending time with me and my wife, and they act out, right, and then we gotta threaten them a couple of times, but it's just like the whole thing is just it's wonderful. um I'm seeing the GME WS in my account as of this morning. Okay, the warrants. That's what's up, Charlie. I like it. I like it. Look for a nice pop. Archer Aviation is a little green. Super microcomputer. Nice. Nice little pop. We're up 4%, 3.5%. If you guys hold super microcomputer, I think it's the AMD news, right? That they decided to talk with OpenAI and say that they're gonna begin a joint venture where they're gonna just I guess OpenAI is trying to get all the chips possible, right? Um, so sell some covered calls on super microcomputer, sell some 65s for April, right? Sell some 60s for January. Bring in cash, make it real. Don't get caught flat-footed and thinking, oh my God, it's green, it's gonna stay green forever. Nothing goes up and goes up and goes up without coming down first, my friends. That's all I gotta say. So don't get greedy, right? Take what the market gives you, and don't sell cat covered calls on all your holdings, on 100% of your shares. But if you want 50% of your shares and you're okay, saying goodbye to them at 65 and taking some premium for that, go to April, sell some covered calls up to April, some 65s, right? And get paid for that. Look, if you go to let's see, on SMCI, you can go. Actually, April's not available. You can go to May. Um, you know, May 65s, May 70s. Bring in right now. I see 625. But because that was Friday's close, right? You're probably going to get closer to $700, $750. What is wrong with that? You get paid $750 to sell your SMCI at $70 in May. What is wrong with that? You're literally selling for almost $80 a share at the end, right? What's wrong with that? If you bought in the 30s, if you bought in the 35s, 40s, you're almost doubling your money. What is wrong with that? And then you can get the cash and then move it elsewhere and then just keep growing your portfolio, right? And you're not going to sell on 100% of your shares, but you are taking money off the table. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. Roblox is down. Well, it's green, but Sen01, guys, it's another company. It's at $18. It was 17 last week for a little bit, and then it'll go and trade between 17 and $19. My recommendation is whenever it does see $17, go in, sell some cash secure puts, use that premium to get the shares. and keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Eventually, you'll get put those shares. Sell some 18, cash secure puts out a month or two. Bring in premium, buy shares. Bring in premium, buy shares, and start loading up. If you see it go to 16 or 1701, something like that, there's nothing wrong going at market price and just growing your portfolio. Nothing wrong at all. TerraWolf is $12 a share, up 3.5%. If TerraWolf gets to like $12.75, $13, don't be scared to sell some $15 cash covered calls out to December. November, bring in some money. Riot is up. My baby BMNR, it's up almost 5% this morning. Oh yes, oh yes. My $55 cash secure puts are well out of the money. They're probably going to go closer to $6 now. I got $13 and $14 for those, so I may close. They expire 11/21. I'm definitely going to take 40-50%. Why not? And then my $70 calls, I actually rolled some 70s to a 100, and it happened. Somebody paid me $150 to roll from 70 to 100 and go to January. That's insane. So BMNR is nice and green. Open door is a bit green. Don't be afraid if it gets to close to 9. Sell some $10 covered calls out to November. Why not? BBAI is nice and green. So hey guys, we have green all around. It seems like this is a good thing, right? For whatever reasons, the market wants to be green. Great. RKT, Rocket Companies, is at 1789. Great. Cash secure put it. IOVA, PROP, Webull. Guys, Webull at $14. It's a gift. It is a gift. Webull is going to be $30, $40, $50 a share. It's just going to take some time. It's a gift where it is at right now. It's a direct competitor to Robinhood. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go through cash secure puts on a red day. It's a joke that it's at $14, but that's okay. That's where it is. It's consolidating. No big deal. It's just one catalyst away from being $20, $30 a share. So, meanwhile, it's at 14. So be it. I'm acquiring as many shares as I can. I wish I wasn't filthy rich so that I can get all the shares possible. Anyhow, that's where we are this morning, my fellow simpletons. Don't be afraid to sell cover calls, right? And if the companies decide to come back some, and give you some red, and it's down 5-10%, no big deal. Take advantage of it and go through a cash secure put. That's it. That's how we do it. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I have to start. I gotta go shower, and then I gotta go do the whole thing so that I can get to work. But I wanted to come in, say what's up, and give you guys some ideas. Like I said, QUBT taking a hit this morning. It was $24, $25 a share last week, right? This week, right now, it's like $21. If you see $20, don't be scared. Beautiful, beautiful. Go through cash secure put it. $19 cash secure puts out to January. $20 cash secure puts out to January. Bring in dollars. If you can get $4 or $5 for those, holy shit, you're literally getting 25% return on investment. Worst case scenario, you get the shares for $15, $16. What? They were just $28 a share not too long ago. It was like $27, $28 a share. You're getting them for almost half that. People were like, oh man, I should have gotten more QUBT, and they were like kicking themselves. Here's your opportunity right now. Here's your opportunity. They're just growing. You can't grow by getting smaller, right? You got to raise some cash. This is how they do it. I'm seeing GME was in my account as of this morning. Charlie to Hector saying, when will writing cover calls seem safe to do? You can do it anytime. You can do it anytime. What strike are you comfortable getting them called off at? That's the thing, right? Sell $32 cash covered calls, 30s out to like February, bring in a couple of bucks. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's unlikely that they are going to take away your shares if it's trading at 26, 27, $28. You know, it's just unlikely. So it's up to you. Whenever you want to sell, you can sell covered calls. You know, see what happens with the warrants. But as of right now, I'm not doing anything with GME. You know, I said it first popped to $32. I'm selling covered calls. It hasn't gotten there yet though, but I'm okay. Gotta have patience sometimes, right? Uh, thanks for the time, Savage. Have a great day to all. Charlie Z2 saying, thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys very much. I don't know if I'll be able to go live tomorrow, but you know, look for a little short, maybe like this. If I can, I'll do it. You know, but this next week it's going to be extremely tough to go at 8:30 a.m. every day. It's just the nature of the business, and I work 12-hour days sometimes, so um, it's really really hard. But I'm gonna go in as much as possible. I'll tell you guys now. Have a great day, guys. Trading, see the opportunity, go and strike, become a sniper, right? Um, see a price point you like, hit it, right? See a price point you like, hit it. That's just how we do. Um, thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys very much. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys if not tomorrow, the next day. But look for a video. Peace.